Ranking the best blitz cards in Madden 25. And boys, we are back here with another promo reveal. Today we're going to be talking about blitz. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now these cards should be dropping later today. And before we get into the first card today, I'm going to be dropping this video on Thanksgiving. And I just want to start off this video by saying, if you guys have ever interacted with the YouTube video, Twitch stream, you name it, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm very thankful for the community we have built on Madden in both college football. So big shout out to y'all. Y'all are the real MVPs, man. But with that being said, let's talk about this blitz promo. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really talk about getting these players through like blitz bolts in the store. And I feel like a lot of like what makes blitz fun is like grinding for blitz bolts and then getting some of these cards potentially for free. And to me, this just seems like it's just another promo. I'm not really a big fan of that, but we'll talk about some of these cards. Now, the first couple of cards are going to be 88 overalls. We're on budget beast watch. Now the first one we got right here is Brevin Jordan, 6'3", 245. So not a bad player model. 86 speed, 85 level short running, does not hit it for medium. Decent run block of 72. I think based on this list today and the cards we're going to cover, I think Brevin Jordan has to be in the trash tier just compared to all the other cards on the list. After that though, we get Dietrich Wise, and this card has 81 speed, 87 acceleration with 85 power moves, 72 finesse moves, a little bit lower, and 83 block shed. Now something we're going to do real quick is go to Dietrich Wise's previous card in the game, and we're gonna take a look at his traits. So he has the bull rush and the swim move trait on yes. What that means is he's going to use both his power moves and finesse moves, which we don't really like that. So Dietrich Wise is going to be another trash tier card. After that, we get 88 Edrin Cooper. Now this card is 6'3", so it has good height, 88 speed, 88 acceleration, but the zone coverage just really isn't great. And at this point, man, it's like I want people to hit good zones. So Edrin Cooper is going to be another card in this trash tier. Now, not every single 88 is going to be in the trash tier. Isaac Guerrero right here is 6 foot, and I like my running backs to be a little bit taller. I think it helps in the pass game a ton. And 90 speed, 92 excel. This is kind of the expectation for me with a blitz card, especially a lower overall. Like this type of card makes blitz fun in my opinion. Good physical stats, good acceleration, and okay catching. But again, this is just a fast running back. And honestly, if you're not spending coins on Icky Woods, if you're not spending coins on Keith Byer, some of the best running backs in the game, I know I didn't mention every running back. This is like, in my opinion, the ideal running back. Someone that's just good physically statted, can get the job done. I think this is a good card in the game. After that, we get Jalen Warren, another running back right here that has 89 speed, 92 acceleration, 74 catching, and this time break tackles pretty high as well. Good change of direction. He's 5'8", 215. Now I'm going to put Jalen Warren on this exact same level. Probably going to break a few more tackles, but this card is 1 speed point faster. I don't mind them being on the same level. After that, we get Darnell Savage. This is another card that I really like, especially for the budget ballers out there. He is 5'11", a little bit shorter, but 91 speed, 90 acceleration. Again, getting that speed in the secondary at a lower overall. Really nice. Not too many cards in an affordable price range are hitting that, like potentially, I guess, free Pat Tillman, but hits the 85 level of zone as well. Darnell Savage is another card that I'm going to have in the good tier. After that, we get Odafe Oweh, and this card has 91 speed, 92 acceleration, which is crazy. The finesse moves are a little bit lower, but this is a card that his traits matter a ton. So we're going to go ahead and pull up Odafe Oweh's previous card. What you're going to see is only the bull rush trait on yes. So he's actually only going to use his power move rating. He's not going to use finesse moves. So it's like the 74 finesse moves just doesn't exist. Now, another thing I want to do real quick is let's go ahead and go to like the outside linebacker, just edge rusher position in general, like left in, right in, outside linebacker, and let's sort it by speed real quick. And number 1 is going to be Vic Beasley. Number 2 is going to be Julius Peppers. But after that, that's where Odafe Oweh slides in. I know like speed and excel might not be the most important things for your defensive line, but if you can get it, it's nice to get. I think he's a little bit better than Zach Bond. And I really like this card, man. Odafe Oweh is going to be someone that I'm going to have in the great tier. And we also get Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison is 5'11", so a little bit shorter, 90 speed, and hits 85s across the board for out running. I think this card's pretty similar to the LTD Cheetah card, the AKA one. Pretty big compliment for me. I like this Jordan Addison card. I'm going to have him also on this good tier level. Good budget receiver in the game, and someone that, again, if you're a budget baller, target this card. After that, we get our first quarterback of the day. We get Denard Robinson, and this is the welcome pack player. Starts starts off at an 83, and with Blitz bolts, you can upgrade him to a 90. This card does have 89 speed, 90 throw power. We don't know his release, but two things I don't like. He doesn't hit the deep or the medium accuracy threshold. We're looking for 85 for both of these. That is like a major thing at this point, hitting those thresholds. And just looking at his stats that matter for a quarterback, sure, he could have like good juke, good carrying, all that stuff, but like quarterbacks are still going to fumble in this game. How is this card a 90 overall? Not hitting the accuracy thresholds, and I hope they make this card a little bit better. I really do. But I think he's man, I'm between trash or mid for him, and I'm going to go ahead and slightly place him in the mid. He does offer you a ton of mobility, but not hitting the accuracy thresholds. I can easily see him in the trash tier. We also get Akeem Davis-Gaither right here, and this card has 89 speed, 91 acceleration, but this is a pass coverage linebacker, so his pass rush is not going to be good. He is 6'2" as well with decent height, and what we can do real quick, we can kind of like guesstimate what his zone is going to be. He had 52 zone coverage. He gets a plus 14. That's probably going to be around like 70 to 80 zone coverage, which this card at this point, I'd slightly put him in the mid tier. He could be someone that's also trashed by Edgerrin Cooper. It's really just going to depend on his zone coverage rating. If he hits 90 or 85, I'd put him in the good tier. After that, we get Jack Campbell, and this is a card where I could see his ranking being debated, but he's 6'5". That's a big thing on him. He's a tall pass coverage linebacker, and he's 89 speed, 93 XL. That's not really that bad, but 69 zone coverage. I just think in this game, switch stick being such a important feature on defense, you don't want anyone on your defense to have basically no zone coverage. So for that reason, that's why I'm not really high on cards like Jack Campbell, kind of similar to the Gauntlet Reward Leo Chanel. He is a decent user though, just being a user defender just isn't really good for defenses. After that though, we get Jack Jones, and this card is 5'11", has 90 speed, 92 zone coverage with 92 acceleration. This is a really good potential budget corner in the game, in my opinion. Doesn't have good press or good man, but decent zone corner in the game. I'm gonna also place Jack Jones in this good tier. Not bad for a budget. We also get Khalil Shakir. This card is 6 foot, 90 speed, hits 85s across the board for route running with 90 short. Another card that I just think is really solid in the game, man. I like this Khalil Shakir card. Another card going in the good tier. After that, we get Coleman Shelton, and this card has 91 pass block finesse, 87 pass block power, 91 run block. All the way across the board, I feel like he has very solid core ratings, and for that reason, this is going to be another card that I'm going to go ahead and place in the good tier. Very solid center in the game. We get 90 overall Drew Lock, and this card has 80 speed, hits all the accuracy thresholds with 89 throw power. I feel like this is the definition of just like a solid quarterback in the game. Nothing really too crazy or anything. I think Drew Lock is deserving of the mid tier. And I mean, Denard Robinson has 9 speed on him, but Drew Lock hits all the accuracy thresholds. Like, I feel like Denard Robinson is going to be like a hot or cold type of quarterback given his accuracy ratings, but Drew Lock will be a little bit more consistent. Now we get up to the 91s, where first one we got is Brian Robinson Jr. This card is 6'1", 90 speed, 91 XL, has 90 break tackle, a little bit lower catching, and 93 trucking. I don't love the change of direction being 80. I think Brian Robinson Jr., this isn't a card that's going to be worth his price in my opinion. I don't really think he's that much better than Isaac Guerendo or Jaylen Warren. I'm going to put him on the same level. Now this card right here, I don't know how this is a 91, but we get Jake Ferguson, 87 speed with 90 short running, 88 medium. That's cool. He's 6'5", 244, and 70 run block. Like, the only thing that's a 91 on the card is catching. I don't really think he's that good. I mean, we're talking about like 90 overall Mark Andrews that dropped forever ago, better than this card. We're talking about people's tight end floods this card. Gates, Gronk. I'd take Gronk over this card too. Like, this card, I don't really think is good. I'm going to go ahead and place him in the mid tier. Very disappointing for a 91 overall. A little bit better than Brevin Jordan though. And back-to-back 91s where I'm just like, how is this card a 91? John Franklin Myers, 83 speed, 89 acceleration. It's the pass rush, like finesse moves and power moves. Even if his traits are ideal, it's not even worth the, like, this is just like low at this point. It is, especially for a 91. He doesn't even hit 91 block shed. Like, this is a card that I am going to go ahead and place in the trash tier. After that though, we get Dolphins great Robert Hunt, and this card has 88 pass block finesse, 92 pass block power, 90 run block. I'm going to go ahead and place Robert Hunt in this great tier. I don't think he's the best right guard in the game, but he's kind of close. After that, we get Greg Newsome, and this card has 91 speed, 92 acceleration with 87 zone coverage, 91 man, 89 play rec, 85 press. And I just don't really think this card is like on that great level. Like, when I say great corners in the game, I'm thinking like Tariq Woolen. I'm thinking about a corner we're about to cover here soon. And I just think Greg Newsome isn't that much better than Jack Jones. Jack Jones does hit that 90 zone coverage as well. So I'm just going to place him in this good tier. We also get Jaron Reed right here. And this card has 77 speed, 85 acceleration with 87 block shed. His power moves are lower, but the finesse finesse moves are okay. And we're going to take a look at Reed's previous card right here, and he only has the finesse move traits on yes, which actually do help this card out a ton because he's not going to use power moves, only finesse moves. I feel like this is a decent defensive tackle in the game. I'm going to place him in the mid tier. Now we go up to the 92s. First one we got is Tristan Wirfs with 92 pass block finesse, 91 pass block power, 90 run block. Now when we look at left tackle in the game, I would say he is the best one in the game. So Tristan Wirfs is going to be our first addition to best at position. After that we get Buda Baker, and Buda Baker has 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 5'10", a little bit shorter, but does hit that 90 level of zone coverage. I feel like this is a in the meta type of safety, and I feel like he's just not the best in the game because of like team diamonds and stuff, but he is a great strong safety in the game. We also get Willie right here, and Willie has 90 speed, 93 acceleration. Obviously the pass rush isn't great. He is 6'1", so decent height, but let's go ahead and take a look at Willie's previous card right here because we can kind of again guesstimate his zone coverage. He had 52 zone on this card, so likely going to be just all out physical stats with a little bit of zone coverage, and I feel like this card would be a tier better than Akeem Davis Gaither, so I'm gonna go ahead and place him in the good tier. Now this is of course zone coverage dependent. Like if he hits 90 zone, we're talking about a great card, or even the 85 level, I put him in great. After that we get Kenny Moore, and Kenny Moore is 5'9". Like the speed's good, the excel's good, the zone hits 90 play rec. He's better than everyone in good. I'm gonna go ahead and slightly lean Kenny Moore in this great tier. Like he can be decent in the slot, of course. Putting your shortest corner in the slot, I don't hate it. He has good physical stats. I think he could play up to this great level, but don't think he's best at position. After that we get Bobby Okereke right here, and this card you get by winning 50 wins in house rules, and you can upgrade him to a 92 with Blitz bolts. And this card is 6'1", 90 speed, 92 acceleration with 87 zone coverage. I feel like this is one of the better middle linebackers in the game. I am going to also place this card in the great tier. And after that we get the best quarterback. We get Tua right here. No bias or anything, man, but Tua got a new card. He has 82 speed, hits 90s across the board for accuracy with 91 throw power. I feel like he's a pretty solid quarterback in the game. I think he's a little bit better than that Drew Lock card, and unbiasedly, listen, Tua number one in my heart, best of position. I'm gonna go ahead and slightly place him in this good tier, and yeah, I think he's a little bit better than this 90 Drew Lock. After that we get Garrett Wilson, and Garrett Wilson is 6 foot, has 93 speed with 90 for short and deep route running, 88 medium. I think this is a top 3 receiver in the game if you take out team diamonds, right? Like I think it's him and Isaac Bruce. Now Garrett Wilson though, I am just gonna go ahead and place him in this great tier. It's just Garrett Wilson could have potentially been best of position if team diamonds just weren't a thing. After that though we get Jamal Charles, and this card is 5'11", 199, 93 speed, 93 acceleration with good catching, change of direction, agility, should move very well. Now what I want to do real quick, I want to pull up the running back position. We talk about running back, I mean Warwick Dunn, Matt Forte, right? Like what they could have done was give Jamal Charles like 95 speed. You know, he makes these team diamonds like, oh wow, there's no point for 4.5 mil Warwick Dunn, you know? Yeah, I kind of wish they just would have did that, but he's on like similar levels to AP and Saquon for me, which I mean it's like Forte, Emmitt Smith, Warwick Dunn, like 3 best running backs in the game. So this card is just going to be on this great tier level, and I was kind of hoping he would be the new best running back. After that though we get D'Angelo Hall, and this card is 5'10", 93 speed, 93 acceleration with 94 zone. Another card that, like I just said with the previous one, if team diamonds weren't a thing, this is probably one of the best corners in the game. Now another weakness of these cards is, and I wish they would just start doing this, they gave the 95 team diamonds discounts. Imagine if they gave like all these blitz cards discounts, like even the budget guys. Do you know how much that would like change the game? And they would be great alternatives to the team diamonds where you wouldn't have to spend like 5 mil, and the speed and everything's nice on the team diamonds. But say for instance, right, Jamal Charles got 1 AP RB apprentice, makes the need for Matt Forte not a thing. Say D'Angelo Hall got 1 AP pick artist, he plays on everyone's team. Say Garrett Wilson got 1 AP slot apprentice, plays on a lot of people's teams. We could just go down the line and just say how these cards could potentially be maybe best at position if they just would have got like some ability discounts, kind of changed the meta a little bit. That's my opinion though. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. So let me know if you guys like this blitz drop. Are you excited for any of the cards? Let me know down below in the comments. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video today, man. And I hope you guys have a blessed Thanksgiving. Again, appreciate you guys so much. If you ever interacted with the YouTube video, Twitch stream, TikTok, you name it, appreciate y'all. Y'all the real MVP. But hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Appreciate y'all watching the video today, man. If you did enjoy it though, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, have been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch to watch on YouTube. Make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.